Follow along in this quick video as I show you guys how to build this standing subframe dolly using 4 Harbor Freight car dollies in about an hour of time. Save time, save space, make your life a lot easier. Let's go. Okay, so first step in building these rolling jigs, I'm gonna have to stand the frame up on end on the bumper mounts and determine the balance point because I don't want it to be lopsided. I want it to be more or less balanced on these rolling stands so that way it doesn't tip one way or the other. How I'm gonna do that is I have this Klein digital angle finder here. I'm gonna mount that to the frame and then zero it out once I have the bumper mounts flush with the ground. Let me get this thing upright and then I'll determine the angle with this here. Both of these are magnetic, so I'll stick one here and one here. Perfect. Okay, now that I have the frame upright, it wants to tip this way. It's heavy, so I want to find the balance point right about there. You see, it's pretty well balanced. This is how I want it to sit once it's mounted to these jigs. So I'm going to zero out the angle finder when it's here, when the bumper mounts are flush with the ground. So let's do that. Turn this on. I'm going to zero it. That's zeroed. I'm going to tip it till it reaches the balance point. We're like smack dab at 17 degrees. So what I'll do, I have some pieces of wood. I'll slide under this end just to kind of hold it in place for now. Perfect. Let me show you guys what I'm working with here. Okay, as you can see right now, that is 14 degrees. The only reason it's tipped to 14 degrees is because I need it to load up on one side. I have some little blocks under there. I'll measure that and hopefully we can get this thing rolling. I'm trying to sketch leaving this up, so I'm going to lay it back down and then yeah, we'll go from there. So I have these cheap little Harbor Freight car dollies I've used in the past for other projects to just mobilize them in the garage. I'm thinking, since I have 4 of these, determine what this angle is here. It's like 18.9. Maybe mount the bumper to it. Yo, that is like perfect. And then remove one set of wheels from this one, remove another set from the other one, and then bolt the two together so effectively I'll have a longer, more leverage. And then I don't know. Let me do some tinkering and I'm gonna figure this out. I might just have to make this out of wood. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, so hear me out. Remove both of these, chuck the wheels, bolt them together like so. Let's try this, see if it works. If it doesn't, oh well. It's worth a shot. You know what? I might be able to keep one set of wheels for rigidity. Oh, you know what? I don't think it's going to work. This hangs over too far. It's going to interfere with this angle here. Oh, hold on. Oh, you know what? It's the handle. The handle on this side. It's had a couple tack welds. Hold on. There we go. Dude, that might work. let's try it out. Psych, I gotta make dinner. So I'll pick this up later this week. Maybe I'll just get some bolts here. I don't like this seesaw. It's not gonna be very stable. So I'll probably just get some bolts, pinch these two together, and yeah, call it a day. Mount it to either this side or this side. And then yeah, we'll be good. So sweet. All right, it's the end of the week. It is Friday night, and we have the weekend ahead of us. So I went ahead and I removed the wheels from the middle. I didn't like the teeter-totter deal. It was not stable, and it was going to create some problems. So I went and picked up some hardware. I'm going to try bolting these together, and there might be some flex introduced, but it's going to be a lot better than having this thing rocking back and forth. So I'm going to bolt these together real quick and see how that goes. It's like a jacked up skateboard. All right, that works. I also went ahead and created this little template of the frame horn, so that way I could drill the holes. I'm just going to use the bumper hardware to mount that. It's going to be strong enough. It's not going to be under much load, so to speak. Famous last words, right? So this one's done. I'm going to finish up this other one here, and then I will try mounting it up and see how it works. Here are the other two. I already went ahead and cut the handle off of this one, so that way I don't have to worry about it. Take this apart. My wife's not here. Kids are out of town, so I can make all the noise I want. Unless I start pissing off the neighbors. Gotta be respectful, you know? As I build a car that's not going to have any exhaust. So that's, we'll see how that goes. Okay, these are bolted together. Now all I have to do is take my template, center punch, drill out these holes, and then we'll be able to mount it. Doesn't have to be perfect. I try and get it to where it's not on any of these ridges here. Get one there. All right, center punch those and drill them out. I'll start off by drilling a pilot hole just to get something for the bit to center on. Now let's step it up to this guy. All right, now I'll use a step bit to get our final dimension. All right, that should do it. Let's clean this up. So I'm going to save all of these casters because if I want to in the future, I can unbolt these, bolt the casters back on, and then I have 4 car dollies again. Sure, I mean, I drilled some holes in them and cut a couple of handles off, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really affect anything, and they were inexpensive anyway, so win-win. Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to use the bumper hardware to mount these. I already have it. It's there. It's in a bag, not being used. Might as well do something with it. So let's line these up. Solid. Okay, let's stand it up. Here is the moment of truth. Oh, dude. That is perfect. It's got a little bit of spring to it, but I am not even worried about it. Now that it's upright, when I go to paint it, I can prep it, paint it, and then just push it off to the side and let it cure for like a week or so. And it also saves a lot of space. Think about it. I'm not going to have this subframe laying here taking all this room. So then when I work on the firewall, I can just take this and push it off into the corner. So Yeah, this is perfect. This worked out. Okay, so on my next video, I'm going to prep the subframe, get it down to bare metal, scuff it up, and then spray the whole thing with this steelite here. So that about does it for tonight. Like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. It's on wheels now.